Jagmeet Singh, the supposed leader of the National Democratic Party and longtime friend and partner and confidant of Justin Trudeau, released a letter today on Twitter talking about how he is going to vote to have Justin Trudeau removed from power just as soon as he gets an opportunity. Welcome to the Canadian Shield. My name is Sterling, and I'm your host. Many of you might be asking yourself if you heard me correctly. You're probably saying to yourself, there's no way in the world that Jagmeet Singh could turn Canadian politics into any more of a joke. So that must have been a typo. That must have been a mistake. There must have been something incorrect. It's probably somebody just making it up. Unfortunately for us, it is Jagmeet turning Canada into a joke. At this point, we might as well just call him Jester Jagmeet or Jagmeet the Jester. The man who has decided that Justin Trudeau is a great leader right up until about a week ago. He's had a deal and a confidence with him that said that he supported everything that the Liberal government did. The guy has had how many opportunities to remove Justin Trudeau right up, like I say, to about a week ago when he could have done it when Parliament was still sitting. Now he puts out this letter to make a laughingstock out of all of us, trying to pretend like he is all of a sudden had a change of heart. I'm not so sure. However, first let me read to you the release that he made on X. Now we can see it's a very official letterhead. Leader of the New Democratic Party of Canada, Jagmeet Singh, Deputy and the MP for Burnaby South. Way to go, Burnaby. December 20th, 2024, which is the time of recording today. Fellow Canadians, the Canadian dream is a good job that gets you home and a fridge full of groceries with enough left over to save for vacations. A country where health care is always there as soon as you need it. I believe every Canadian deserves that. The Trudeau Liberals said a lot of the right things, then they let people down again and again. Not just the Liberals that let us down. Justin Trudeau failed in the biggest job a Prime Minister has, to work for people, not the powerful, to focus on Canadians, not themselves. It's getting a little thick in here, MP Singh. The Liberals don't deserve another chance. That's why the NDP will vote to bring this government down and give Canadians a chance to vote for the government who will work for them. No matter who is leading the Liberal Party, this government's time is up. We will put forward a clear motion of non-confidence in the very next sitting of the House of Commons. I call upon Justin Trudeau to resign, as he should. He's not the only one who should resign, MP Singh. He can't fix health care. He can't build homes you can afford. He can't lower your bills. I have always fought for the people to get dental care, free birth control, and diabetes medication. I didn't give up when Justin Trudeau said no, and I won't let Pierre Poilievre take it all away. The next fight is a big one. Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives will give CEOs and big businesses anything they want and make callous cuts to pay for it. They will cut healthcare, childcare, housing, and people's pensions. Canadians can come together and build a country where we take better care of each other, a country where we create good jobs, standing up to the threats of Trump's tariffs, and where everyone has a chance to succeed. I will be working hard to build a movement that can win the next election. Join me in this fight. I read it that slow, mostly because I guess I should have put glasses on to read it. However, I wanted to point out the ludicrousness of this letter. It starts out like he's trying to just copy everything that Pierre Poilievre does. Like, you can tell that Pierre Poilievre, like, he's probably got a poster of Pierre Poilievre up in his office. He's probably got a picture of him on his cell phone. He just wants so desperately to have the following that Pierre Poilievre has. If Jagmeet Singh were to be put in front of Jordan Peterson, I would easily believe that Jordan Peterson would come away calling Jagmeet as a person with borderline personality disorder. I mean, just yesterday he was on doing the news in Southern Ontario talking about how he's never going to make a decision. He'll decide at the time. He doesn't regret not calling for an election. I guess those didn't give him the bump that he was hoping for. I guess the horrible look that Burnaby South has to have him replaced, and the results of another conservative seat or another Liberal seat being taken by a conservative in British Columbia kind of has him worried. So then this is just another I tore up the agreement stunt, which got him a seat in Manitoba because people wanted to believe him, and it turns out that he's just full of it. He says this stuff now knowing full well that the Liberal Party can stall, giving him an opportunity to put forward a motion for many months. Last week, he could have done something about it, and he did nothing. The week before that, nothing. The month before that, nothing. He had an opportunity to solve this problem. What I don't like, what makes me upset, is somehow he wants to make you believe, even though he has been supporting the Liberals the entire time, that he has been the one that gave them the ability to get many of these bills passed because of the NDP vote. But in his mind, he wants you to believe that he is not also responsible for the disaster that Canada is. He wants somehow for you to think that he's not to blame for all of the Liberal policies that he supported, that he threw his vote behind. Which is what I mean when I say about how Jordan Peterson might look at him, because a person like that doesn't take accountability for any of their actions. He can't seem to pay attention to the sentences that just come out of his mouth. He can't seem to stick from one position to the next, from one day to the next. He flaps more than a flag in a windstorm. But in his brain, you want to believe, you're telling yourself that he's different than Justin Trudeau, that he's not the one that kept Justin Trudeau in this much power for this long, that it wasn't his party voting 100% with everything that the Liberals wanted to do. Let's leave aside that level of willful blindness. Let's leave aside the obviousness of what I've just said. Let us look at something that Jagmeet Singh doesn't seem to be paying attention to. You are not running in the United States of America. Nobody votes. Well, people in Burnaby South vote for Jagmeet Singh. But this isn't the United States where everybody casts a vote specifically for the president or the prime minister. Let's leave aside the obvious callousness of him ignoring his track record and hoping that you will also ignore it and join him in his level of derangement and delusion. Let's just ignore that for a minute. The next election, whenever it may be, hopefully sooner rather than later, will have 343 seats in it, which means to get a majority, you need 172. Jagmeet Singh believes that he has 172 qualified people running in all over Canada that will win their riding. 172. I can't think of 3, and they are certainly not going to win their seats because they are just not qualified. Like, honestly, Jagmeet Singh doesn't deserve to win his seat, but I guess that's a different video. This one, I want you to look at how in this letter he's talking to you like he's the one you're going to be voting for. In Canada, we don't do that. We vote for the person in our riding, and then the leader of that person's party gets to take charge. It's not that Justin Trudeau was elected prime minister. It's that Justin Trudeau is the leader of the Liberal Party. That's why he's prime minister. So Jagmeet Singh believes that this behavior, this flipping and flopping and saying one thing, doing another, and then saying something else, and then doing a fourth thing, is going to endear the Canadian public to vote for their local NDP MP in such amounts that it's going to vault him into being Prime Minister of Canada. He believes that his personality is such that you're going to it doesn't matter when you go to the ballot, you're just simply going to look for the NDP square and check it off. I just think that Jagmeet Singh is turning Canada even worse into a clown. He's the one that was part of the decision-making processes that kept Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party in power long enough to do the destruction and the damage that we got going on. Could you imagine this guy trying to take on Donald Trump or Putin or the fella in China or any of the Middle East? Can you imagine this fella trying to have diplomatic ties with India? The level of arrogance, ignorance, and lack of accountability that this individual is putting forth with just this little letter, never mind the rest of his behavior, is one for the history books. All right, I'm going to wrap here. I want to thank you for listening. I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this channel with all of your socials. I will talk to you next time.